Happy Sabbath, happy Sabbath, happy Sabbath. I love every Sabbath. Amen. And you know, I have to say something before I begin my health. I'll be sharing it with some of the brethren. Now, when we see Brother Nalando in the US, and he tells us about the deaf ministry, you know, we would think it's like 2 or 3 people. 2 or 3 people. But coming here and seeing our deaf brethren, I want for us to be faithful. So that in the kingdom, when I say happy Sabbath, you will say happy Sabbath to the DeCaires, because in the kingdom, the deaf will hear. The deaf will hear. The blind will see. The lame will walk. Oh, what a day that will be. So be faithful. We're going to be talking without signs one day. Right. I'm really warm to see those brethren. I want us to focus on 2 things today. And one is going to be protein and iron. And before I get there, I'll take us to 12 manuscript release.
12 manuscript releases.
Page 168.
168.
Paragraph 2.
Paragraph 2.
I hold up this book. What's the name of this book? If you can see. Entering Wedge. And it's a small book. Booklet. We call it a booklet. And many people do not know how dynamic this booklet is. Begin to read it. All right, so we are told here in the manuscript releases of a situation that Sister White was called to address. And in the interest of time, I'm just going to take a part of a paragraph. It says, when you see that you are becoming weak physically, it is essential for you to make changes. And at once. Alright? It goes on to say, put into your diet something that you have left out. It is your duty to do this. Get eggs of healthy fowls. Use these eggs cooked or raw. Drop them uncooked into the best unfermented wine or juice, we will call it, right? You can find. And it goes on to tell us of a story of a brother who was weak, and his regimen was his pattern was to use raw eggs mixed with grape juice. And you might ask, why is Sister DeCaires telling me this today? I'm vegan, right? I'm vegan. Don't use eggs. I myself don't use eggs. But we are called to be vegetarians, not vegans. Am I making sense? We have this booklet
n'atukwata otutabo otu.
And many of our brethren are saying, oh, this booklet is out of date because it has recipes of eggs and milk. But the reading told us that when you find that you're becoming weak physically, it's time to add something to your diet that can strengthen you physically. I'll tell you a story. We had an older brother in Guyana. And one day I went to the office. He used to be in the office. And he was beginning to have these mild tremors. You can have the coarse tremors where you have Parkinson or cerebral palsy or whatever. But he was having these fine coursing, tremors, fine tremors. And I didn't say anything to him because he was never like that. I knew him when he was younger. So I asked his wife, did you notice him shaking? No. So you watch him. All right. I said, so what are you going to do about it? She didn't know. So I went to the Spirit of Prophecy. It was not this reading, but it's a similar one. And I said, let's try this. So we got some eggs. And when you want the good eggs, it should be from birds that have not, or eggs that are not fertilized, in other words. You have, when you keep your birds together, if you have a rooster and they mate, the egg becomes fertilized, and that's how you get chickens, right? So it was unfertilized eggs we got for him. And she started. I said, early in the morning before anything, you beat up the egg. And we didn't have much of grape juice back then, so we used orange juice. And I said, give it to him in the morning. And in 2 weeks, the tremor stopped. I'm saying that to say that some of us have become very fanatical in our diet. When our children are young, they need protein. Because protein helps the muscles to grow and helps them to develop. When we get older, we don't need so much of it. And so I'm going to take us to the entering wedge. Page 58. Oh. All right, just let me finish here. It says that we need to, and I want you to read this book. I used this book when I was in university. It says protein furnishes material for building, roads, and repair. Yeah? And in the interest of time, I'm told my time is up. So let me take us to page 66. Yes. And page 66 tells us about protein. And the prophet took the time to break down the various nutrients that we can get from the foods we eat. And some of the foods will give us protein and keep our cells and our nerves and everything together. Our eggs, grains, milk, nuts, peas, and soybeans. I mean, this is not the it all and end all, but these are some of the things. So, earlier in the week, I did mention, I did mention about a quotation from the 9th symbolic code 1 to 12, page 16 it was. I couldn't find the page. That tells us about some of the things we can do to make our families and ourselves healthy. And so if you feel that you don't have energy and you can't do your work during the day, it might be a time for you to add some protein to your diet. In the form of eggs, like I said, you beat it up in some juice and get your strength back. When you feel good, you can go back to your non-egg diet, okay? So I just came here to tell you that because we don't want to be spending a lot of money at the doctor when we can fix it at our table. Amen. So may God bless you. Have a happy rest of the Sabbath.